Hello everyone, and welcome back to Allthemod 6. This time around, we're going to do something a little bit interesting. I'm not entirely sure how well this will work, but I've heard that apparently applied energistics, so that's like the alternative to refined storage, I guess refined storage is the alternative to applied energistics, can manage this a little bit better. I think the patterns work a little bit differently. So what we might be able to do is have our refined storage output into applied energistics, and then have it craft it itself. So that's what I'm thinking. Okay, that's sort of my plan. I've looked through, so I've made sure that it's something that I think is doable. I've got a bunch of stuff up here bookmarked. We can probably remove all this stuff and that. But yeah, this I believe is what I need. I'm gonna be honest. There's probably gonna be some stuff that I haven't thought about, but most of this stuff we can get. Essentially, it bottles down to flux crystals, which we've made in the past. If we needed to make more, by the way, it's pretty simple. Charge nether quartz and redstone into just water, and it creates these flux crystals. And then obviously the charged Certus quartz and the Certus quartz we get from mining, from the void miners, and you could say we have a bit. These patterns you get from meteors that land in the world. You can also craft them into more, I believe. Yeah, look, you can put it in with a block of iron and it makes a duplicate. So if you're playing on a world and all of them have been eaten up, you can ask someone who has them and they can make some more for you. So yeah. But by the way, for the meteors, there's a meteor compass that a meteorite compass, sorry, that leads you to them. So my plan now is to pretty much turn all of these into patterns. So I'm going to auto-craft my applied energistics unit system using refined storage. So that's the plan, I guess. And there's actually a few other things. There's an inscriber, and then there's a circuit etcher from Lazier AE2. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know the difference. I'm gonna guess that Lazier AE2 is better because it's lazier, right? So it should be easier to use. That's that's my understanding. But I guess we're gonna find out. Oh, maybe I won't though because this looks like it needs a bunch of different things to be crafted, whereas the inscriber, that's a lot easier. Okay, I believe this is all of the patterns. Now, some of them can just go into a crafter if we have an empty one. I'm pretty sure. Okay, well, okay, this guy. Most of this can go in. Some of them, however, are processing ones, like this one, and there's a few ones that we smelt. So I'm gonna have to go through these sort of one by one and make sure I get them all in. Okay, so I've put them all in. We can have a look here. They're all in. Let me just double check. Yep, I'm recording this video. These ones need to go over to the processing area. Well, one of them. Oh god, I've got to go through here. The problem with building this brick area is I can't just. Well, I guess I can. I was gonna say I can't just like break in, but I mean it's my building. I can do what I want. If we come over here, we can add this to the smelting, so the skystone into skystone blocks. We have enriching here. I honestly need a crusher. I'm wondering if a pulverizer would work too, though. Let me just double check. So what's this? Pretty much just dust. Yeah, it does look like they work in the pulverizer. So, pulverizers here. I can just chuck both of those in, and that should be pretty good. We should be able to, like, make it from here sort of thing. So the first thing I believe well, actually, no, there's also... I think I do want these in the enriching. So like these big guys, the big pure crystals get made in there, I believe. And then all of this stuff is for the inscriber, which we don't really have yet. Inscriber. Let's see if we can craft on. We should be able to. Oh, it's going to need some slime. We still need to solve our slime issue. I believe we have the slime B, but we still need to figure out why he died last time. I'm not really sure what the plan is. Maybe we'll set the B beacon to what do you call it? Have regen so that they won't die. So anyway, here's our inscriber. Honestly, I should be able to just slap it on the side here. I don't know if we'll need to hook up any integrated dynamics. Hopefully we don't. Okay. so far things are working. That's always a good sign when things work. Let's change this guy. I have a little hunch that we might need to set it up to do pulse auto crafting, but I'm not sure just yet. We're gonna need an importer at least. Oh, you know what? Yeah, we need to redesign this a little bit so that I can actually stand under here. So we'll do that in probably a different episode. But here we go. Okay, so far, so good, I think. Let's add in the recipes here. Let's also temporarily... how am I going to get the cables over there? Should I just run it through the roof here? Is that a problem? Does this look ugly? I don't know. I think it's fine. So this is hooked up. That's hooked up. Shall we give it a try? Let's search applied. I'm going to ask for just like a logic processor. Missing one logic press, really? This is a bit of a problem. Logic press. Oh no. Oh, you can actually craft it with okay. All we need is this fluid steel ingot. Oh, that's awesome. They've added some crafting recipes. So you can also use Certus Course Essence, which honestly was probably easier, but I just don't have those on me, so I'm going to go this more difficult looking route, apparently. A Fluix Aggregator. How much is this? This guy looks a bit scary. We're probably not going to do that. Alright, do you know what honestly makes more sense? To just add auto crafting for this. So we're going to add the smelting. Oh, if it wants to work, it's possible I've disconnected. It's a pattern on this server. Now there were other recipes, right? Like if we had the Fluix Aggregator, which we don't have, but the rest is just smelting. Okay, that's fine. Next we have this guy, the Fluix Plated Iron Ingot. We don't have it. We'll just use our Inscriber. That should be fine. We're going to need probably Skystone. I'm not sure. What's this? Carbonic Fluix Dust. We have all these, so this is an easy autocraft. Add that to the list. And do we have Skystone Dust? No. So let's add this to the list, which is just going to be it has to go in a crusher. It can't go into a the other thing. What's the other thing called? The pulverizer, which is a little bit weird. Probably an oversight would be my best guess, but it's fine. We should be able to add that. This goes in here. The rest are all processing. And because one's a crusher, we are actually going to have to, head over to this area. Oh, bunch of XP spat out. That's fine. Okay, so this goes into the crusher. I'm going to order just, 3 of it, I guess. That should show up in here. I want to then add this to a filter, which means I would need to do a variable card. And I have my programmer thingy. Item. Well, actually, wait. What do we have in here? Export item cobblestone. Export item gravel. So, I'm actually going to need to change this a little bit. I'm going to grab the gravel out. And we're going to have to create a list. Now, we're going to have to upgrade it. So, list, click this, add an item, gravel, add another item. This will be Skystone. And then create a variable card there. Beautiful. Was this the guy with gravel? It was. We're going to take that out. And instead, we're going to do export list. And that should work. We should see the Skystone get taken out. Yep. And crushed. Beautiful. Okay, next we're back over here. One of these, what is it? One of these is smelted, which I think is this guy at the end. And then the other one is inscribed, so it goes in there. So now, let's try this. Let's go what do we need? 4 Fluix Steel Ingots. Okay, it says we can craft it. Let's see if it puts everything in the Inscriber in the correct order. That'll be the big question, I think. So far, not looking too good. This guy also needs power. That's something I completely overlooked. Ooh, I'm sort of thinking maybe we want to move this guy now, to actually be somewhere else and just entangle him over here to make it look a bit cleaner. But we can do that later. I just want it to work, but it's not working. Okay, I went ahead and made that stuff off camera. I did try to automate it. It was very painful, and I gave up. I hate it. I despise it. I hate it, okay? That's all you need to know. All you need to know is that I hate it. That's it. That's genuinely, that's all you need to know, is that I despise it. I despise all that it is. Every single bit of it. I just hate. I hate the fact that Refined Storage just spits it out in a random order, and I've got to try to figure out a way to filter it, and I've got to do that for every single one. I hate it. So, that's why we're doing this whole applied logistics thing to begin with. Okay, so, I'm going to be honest, we're probably just going to, like, manually craft most of this stuff. I believe all we need is, like, a crafting unit and some of this other stuff. How do we currently have this? Currently, it outputs into this chest, and then this chest goes into here. Okay. I mean, I'll see if some of this can be auto-crafted, but not a lot of it can. Let me just tell you. Do you know what's pretty cool as well? It doesn't automatically take out the Inscriber logic press. So that's pretty neat. Am I able to... I hate so much right now. Will that automatically take it out? Or no, does that not... Is there no way to get this guy out? Is it just impossible? I'm going to lose my mind. I'm going to lose my absolute mind. The answer is no. There's no way to take out this Inscriber logic press. I swear on, you know what the problem was? Back on MC Eternal, I used Applied Energistics for the entire series. For things like this, whew, it's so much better. I'm just going to have to manually do this. Now, let me just say, I think that there would be a way to automate this maybe a little bit easier with multiple inscribers, right? Each of them having their own, thing in them. And that works. That does work. The thing is, I hate it. That's about it. That's pretty much it. You know what, by the way, I decided I do want to automate it. I've made extra inscribers. We're going to automate this entire thing. I don't think that we need this whole, system here, so I'm just going to pick it up. I'm still extremely angry, but it's fine. It's fine. I can live. I can live. Everything's fine. So this guy is instead going to be inscribed to how do I want to do this? I think it'll be a chest still. I think it'll still be the chest, so I think that can stay. But we're gonna do some rearranging. We'll have to figure out exactly how we're gonna do it. So, for example, I'm going to grab a silicon press here, and I'm gonna chuck it in. And that should be fine. I wonder now if I, for instance, put in a piece of silicon, one of you, into here. Does that just go into the right spot? The answer is, it does not look like it does. Okay. So where's the right spot? Is this the right spot? It is. Okay. Okay, so this should work. We make it that. That takes out the silicon. Wonderful. Beautiful, isn't it? It's truly spectacular when a plan comes together. Alright, so now we need to edit pretty much all these patterns. So for instance, with the silicon, we're just going to get rid of the press. That's all we're going to do, and we're going to update it. And I'm going to do that for all of the... I'm even going to do that for these ones that use printed silicon, and I'll show you why later. I'm going to have a specific inscriber that has printed silicon in it all the time. That's how that's going to work. And that should be fine, I think. But we'll find out. I think it should be fine, which means that it probably won't be fine. So find out later exactly how not fine it is. Alright, so this guy is obviously going to be the silicon, so that can go in there. I'm going to actually take out this pattern too, because we don't need it in there. And then we're going to change this guy back to just be ignore redstone signal. And now this should be automated. Obviously, I can rearrange this to make it maybe not look as hideous, but that's the general gist of it. In fact, I am going to do that, just because it looks very ugly like that. So, place the chest here, morphing tool output, make sure I entangle it again, and... voila, I should now be able to say, I would like 10 of these. Click start, and then over here, we should see a bunch of silicon show up, and it should start auto-crafting and outputting. Wonderful. Works like a charm. Okay, so, now we do the same thing like a million times over. Okay, next up, we have another one. Oh, that one placed perfectly. It hasn't woken up. Oh, there we go. What should we do next? Let's do, for instance, I guess the pure Certus quartz. So that will go in there. This guy, we are going to be a little bit strapped for like, what's the right word to say here? Space, I guess. But we can we can squeeze a lot of this stuff together. The other tricky part is obviously going to be the inscriber itself. Is there a way easier way to do this? I think there is. I think we can use a lot more entangled blocks. How messy do I want this to get? That's the other question. I kind of want to pick this up and like rearrange it. Alright, I have a test here to see if this works. Silicon goes in. It actually does make its way in. Okay, perfect. This works like a charm. And as you can see, this situation that we have, it uses an entangled block, but it means I can pretty much have them right next to each other, and our flux point, connects to them all really easily. So... I'm probably just going to do this. Now, another thing I think we can do is I think we can place them right next to each other. All I would have to do is double check that I'm disconnecting these each time. But that should be perfectly fine. In fact, I could probably have these connected because they're just outputting anyway, right? So if I can figure out a way to reach in there, like that. And then that'll automatically output. Beautiful. Oh, yes. This is perfect. Place this guy here. The only thing we'll have to disconnect are the ones up here. These ones we do not want connected. And we want the chest to be separated as well. But yeah, this should work pretty well. Alright, so I believe now we want printed calculation circuits. So let me order 10, see if they all showed up. So far, nothing. Oh, wait, nope. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, no, we're back up to 9. Okay. Yeah, this should work perfectly. We'll just check, make sure this one finishes. Yep. That should get output. New one comes in. Perfect. Nice. It's working, honestly, scarily too well, if we're going to be completely honest. Everything's working a little bit too well. To be fair, we do need a bunch of these, it's annoying. In fact, I'm probably going to want some more inscribers, so let me just order, like, 3 more. I don't know if we're going to need 3, but better safe than sorry. Okay, so I'm just going to do the same for the rest of these, and then I'll come back for the other ones that need the silicon. Ooh, do you know what we can do? I think we can filter each of these, have them go into one chest, and just have one crafter over here. Ooh, I think that works perfectly. Okay. We're doing a rearrange. We're doing a rearrange. I apologize. Integrated. Oh, not the berries. We need more cables. We're going to need item exporters, I believe, and one item interface. And then obviously we're going to need some variable cards to set a list. Cool. I have a brilliant idea here. You know, I will be honest. I'm not sure if this might even just work as it is, because like I can't put diamonds in here manually. So, for example, if I put a blank variable card here to export all items, and I put diamonds here, will it figure out a way to put a diamond in there? Because I don't think it will. Which means, I think I can just put... Oh god, not that many. I think I can just put one in each of these. And then, if we look through here... Oh no, it figured out a way to do it. Okay, well that didn't work, sadly. Alright, so all I'm going to do here is essentially make a filter for every single thing. You've seen Null before, so I won't bore you too much. And then I'm just going to order them, so silicon will go in there, and that should work. This guy is a calculation press, so he gets the pure Certus quartz. This guy, I believe, gets diamond, and the next guy gets gold. And so now, as you can see, the diamond goes in there. Perfect, and that's just with one chest. So this one chest, is going to be hooked up... here. I think it already is. The rest of these we're going to break. I'm going to grab this pattern and this pattern, and I'm going to place it in here. Boom, boom, as well as the gold. And they should all work now, I believe. This should allow me to craft all of them at once. So we'll go back to applied, and we'll give it a test. I would like 10 of you. I know I'm crafting a bunch, but we'll probably end up using them, I'll be honest. And we already got diamonds crafting. What's left? The silicon itself, which I think it's crafting anyway, maybe. Yeah, look, it looks to be all working. Nice, wonderful, right? Ooh, do you not have power? You don't have power, okay. But now you work. Yes, wonderful, yes. All right, another thing I want to do is entangle this guy, and that's this last inscriber that I've added. He's going to be our silicon inscriber, so I want to actually get an exporter to export from our network into this guy. So I'm going to place it, I guess here. Hopefully that'll be fine. And inside, I want to place printed silicon. And let's see if this works. Yeah, I mean, so far it's worked. It hasn't put it anywhere else, so I guess we're lucky. And I guess I'll also just grab a crafting card here. A crafting upgrade just to make sure that it's, always working and it's always full. So that guy, yeah, this should work. This should be perfectly fine. Wonderful. Now what we need to do is grab one of each of these. So printed logic, printed calculation, printed engineering. And that's almost it, right? Is that everything? I think that is everything. And then we want to create a list, like so, and place each of these on here, like so, and put that onto a variable card. Grab that variable card and chuck it in here. Now, we could have a problem, and let's see. If I place each of these in, is it going to then fill in this extra spot here? I think it's possible that it will. In fact, this didn't even work. Oh, is that because it needs redstone as well? I think it might. I think that's possible. Let's see. Let's add redstone to this list. And hopefully this works. Let's see. Redstone. You going to go in? Oh, it might not. It might need to go in a specific side. Oh, I think it might. Oh, do you actually know what? I think we need to do this a little bit differently anyway, because I believe the redstone has to go into this spot here. So hold on. This might still work if I place the redstone at the top. Does that make its way in? Oh, it's already gotten messy. We were on a run. We're on a roll. Okay, I think I've got it working. We'll have a test. I've got a few different things in here. Let's see what's gonna happen. So this finishes, and then what do we get? Perfect. Nice. Wonderful. Okay, that works. So all I did was just change it so it's inputting at the bottom here. And then over on this side, we have redstone inputting on one of the sides, silicon inputting on the top. It sounds easy enough. Makes sense, hopefully. So that makes all of these circuits. We are going to need one more inscriber here. This guy is going to... Well, I think we need one more. Do we need one more? I don't think we do. I'll be honest. I think we're good. So now, for instance, I can order everything that I need to make a controller. In fact, I can probably just order the controller itself, can't I? Craft one controller. There we go. In fact, let's do @applied and see all of our stuff. So here's our controller. I believe in the past we made a creative energy cell. I swear we did. I don't know if it exists anymore, but I'm pretty sure we did. It appears to be gone. Creative. No, it doesn't look like we have infinite. No, it doesn't look like we have it. @applied. Unless we have it placed down somewhere, but I don't know. We might have lost it. So what's next? We need a... I'm not entirely sure how these crafting things work, but I guess we'll grab a crafting storage as well as a co-processing unit. What do we need for this? Missing these presses, but you should be able to craft them. What do you mean you're missing them? The whole point is that you can craft them, dude. What? Ooh, okay. I need to add the recipes in, but did I really lose the patterns? Huh. The answer is, by the way, I 100% just put them into my storage. So there we go. We can place those back down. Beautiful. Then I can ask for my crafting co-processor. Start. And we should see these guys all light up. You can sort of see a gap through there as to where I guess they're going to show up. Hopefully. Yeah, and a bunch of stuff is in here. Beautiful. Why is there redstone in here? There should not be redstone. Let's, we gotta fix some of these recipes. Yeah, honestly, it's probably fine for now, but that is something we'll have to look at in the future. Alright, check out this. So in here, we have an illuminated panel. I've clicked create. If we look at the pattern itself, it says bright illuminated panel. That's not what I've got here. That's not... Why? Why is this an issue that exists? Like, is there something I'm doing wrong here? Do I need to click exact? Illuminated panel. Okay. Sure. Sure, for some reason, we need to specify exact to tell it to use the block that I already told it to use. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And it's not like it was trying to use my bright illuminated panel that I had. It's that it was only trying to use a bright one, which I don't have. And I don't even have a normal panel. That's... Okay, maybe that's the problem. Really? What's the problem here? How do I not have this? Did I just not create a pattern for it? Okay. Sure, that's fine. Hopefully we have that quartz glass. Or else I'm probably going to cry. This episode has gone on for so long. We don't have the quartz glass. We don't have the quartz glass. Alright, in a future episode, we should probably get some of these acceleration cards. In fact, what do they cost? Acceleration. These guys here. Acceleration card. A Fluix crystal and an advanced card, which costs a calculation processor. That is very doable. In fact, I'm going to get the recipe for that in my system, just so that we can easily do that, whether I do that off camera or whether I do that on camera. So this recipe here, and then an advanced card, and we can place them both there. Okay. By the way, this episode is pretty much over. I don't have the energy to continue. So I guess I'll title this, like, you know, Inscriber Automation or something, because we got it working. This is working, and it's not too bad. It's not too bad. We have one input over here going into a chest. Then we have a few, you know, for the silicon and the redstone. There's probably a better way to do that as well. In fact, I imagine I could keep the silicon and the redstone in the recipe and just specify input on this side and input on the top. I think that works. But this works as well, so we're going to leave it for now. It's still currently putting redstone in here, but it goes nowhere, so it's not a problem. We just need to update those recipes, so if you're following along, that's what you've got to do. In the next episode, we might try to do some auto crafting with Draconic. We'll see if this actually works better. We'll give it a test. And we'll probably put in some acceleration upgrades. In fact, let me just get... how many do we have? What? We can put 3 in each of these? Wait. Yeah, 3 in each. Okay. So I believe we need 15 of them. So I'm going to ask for those to be crafted. Once again, not sure if they'll get crafted this episode or in the next episode. Probably the next episode. So yeah. Oh, someone teleported over to us. Well, we're wrapping up the episode anyway, so I guess we'll... where do I want to go? Back here. We'll see who it was. There they are. So yeah. Thank you guys for showing up. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you're enjoying the video. Yeah, we have a wall of shame here. Wall of shame, and it appears we have someone who's on the list. Little man 113171 is a thief. That means they have attempted to steal something, and they have been caught in the act. And they are now permanently on the wall of shame. They should not be happy. Keep in mind, at any point, we might decide we're going to ban you. It's as simple as that. You should not be stealing. We're not a PvP server. We're not a griefing server or anything like that. And you can say what you want, but it's just a fact. So if we decide that we want to ban you, we will. We're also aware that you have teammates that you play with. So let this be a pretty big warning. But also in the future, if we decide no, we should have done something, we will. So yeah. What is this? An arrow. Okay. But yeah, thank you to the supporters of the channel, supporting me financially. Skeletor, Jacob, Oathis, Derpy Snowliner, Mugs, and VRifty supporting me financially through Discord. And then we have Tacoolist, VRifty, and Mugs supporting me as channel members on YouTube. So yeah, if you happen to become a channel member or support me financially, do let me know. Whether it's in the comments or over on Discord is probably more likely to get a response just because of notifications. Do let me know because I might miss it. I don't always get notifications for things, and when I do, sometimes I miss them, just because, I don't know. I'm a human. I apologize. Yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. We did get some stuff done. We did a lot of the hard work. The rest is pretty much now what we normally do, which is think of something cool to do, build the thing. It should be that simple, and we also have these cards. I wanna give them a quick test. I know we were gonna wrap up the episode and we did the outro, but I want to give this a test. So I can shift-click this stuff in. Pretty easily. I like that. And then let's say at applied, I would like 10 logic processes. Let's see exactly how long this takes to make. I just want to, I'm watching here, but I guess maybe, has it started somewhere else? Oh, nope, there we go. Okay, so one's done. It's fast. It's definitely faster. It's not insane, which I had sort of thought it might be. Are we out of silicon? We are. But, hey, this one should be relatively fast as well. We could probably, if I'm honest, grab a bit of silicon. Maybe let me order a few more. And we'll have silicon be auto-crafted and just kept in our system. Which, honestly, maybe we should do for the rest of the stuff. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.